What's good YouTube? Ash Bash back again with another video. Da 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 da. What's good YouTube? Ash Bash back again with another video. I always get asked by people that I know, people online and stuff, about how do I get kicks, where to get kicks from, how do I afford kicks, etc, etc, etc. So I thought I'd do a quick video on sort of maybe some tips for sneakerheads or anyone that wants to get into sneakers. So here we go. First things first, where to get sneakers from. Obviously you can get them from your normal sneaker shops, your Offsprings, your Nighttown, Shoe, Office, any of those shops. They all sell shoes. So obviously you can go in there, check there, see if they've got them, but also online is the place to be. This is where I get like 99% of my shoes. There are loads and loads of websites out there to get shoes. And on Facebook as well, there are Facebook groups of people reselling shoes. That's another good resource. Obviously there's eBay as well, Depop, and they've got loads of little apps. So there's loads of different ways of getting shoes. But the best thing I would say is to get on top of things, especially if you want to get some exclusives and some new ones that are coming out. Check the dropdate.com and I think it's The Soul Supplier. Both dope sites. They show you the date the new kicks are coming out, and they give you direct links to all the kicks if they're coming out in store first or if they're coming out on the website. So that is my number one for when I get my fresh kicks, is from there. The next thing is, how do I afford my kicks? Plain and simple, I have a job. I work and I pay for my trainers. People are always asking me, oh my god, you bought another pair of trainers, you bought 2 trainers in a week or whatever. But most of the time, the trainers aren't full price, for one. And two, I don't ever go into debt when buying trainers. Like, I buy trainers when I can afford to buy trainers. Pretty simple. I don't go anything crazy. I'm not out here buying £1,000 Yeezys every week, and that would be a bit silly. There are a lot of people that get into sneakers. What they do, especially the younger guys, they get into the reselling side of things. Basically, you like a pair of Jordans, you know everyone else is going to like them, so you buy them, put them on eBay the same day for like 3 times the price, hope someone buys them, and that's how it is. I personally am not a reseller at all. I have sold trainers in the past because literally I bought them and either I didn't like them, or I've worn them and I didn't like how they looked, or they were uncomfortable. But I've never sort of went out to buy trainers to make sure I can sell them for a profit. If I was into that, I could make so much money because I've got loads of kicks in here that are worth crazy money, but I like trainers myself, that's why I bought them, to wear them. And I just can't bring myself to do it because I've had to buy trainers from resale before for silly money, and I know the pain that if that guy didn't buy them to sell them, I could have just bought them for the normal price. So I feel bad doing it to other people, even though I know they're doing it to others. But reselling is an option if you're into it, especially a young person. You might want to buy a pair of trainers, flip them to buy the ones that you really want. But I personally don't do it. Another thing to do is checking out other brands. When I first sort of got into trainers, it was literally Jordans like everyone else. And Jordans are dope. I think I've got like 20 or so pairs of Jordans now, and I love them. I'm not gonna lie, I love them to bits. But following some other guys, I came across other brands like Asics, Saucony, and I like them as well. And unlike Jordans, they're generally not 150 quid brand new when they come out. They range from like 60 up to about £100. And a lot of the time, especially with Sauconys, and they have like a sneaker pack that comes out, within like 2-3 months the prices drop to 70, then it's dropped to 40, then it's dropped to 30 sometimes. So you get a lot of bargains. I've got some dope shoes. About 2-3 videos back, I had the Saucony from the beta pack, the blue ones, and they were, I think they were £35 when I bought them. Brand new, they were about 80-90 quid, but I got them 35, brand new. So I'll definitely suggest checking out other brands. And in general, these other brands are way more comfortable. That's the reason why you'll see me wearing Asics and Sauconys most of the time, because that's how it is. Another tip, if you're becoming a sort of sneaker collector, or if you can't buy a lot of shoes, you can't afford a lot of shoes, I would highly suggest not buying kicks that are like a wild colorway. Because if you're wearing them all the time, it's going to be obvious that you're wearing them all the time, and it's just going to be a bit crazy. Like, what have I got here? Yeah, these ones. For example, look at these. Dope kicks. one of my favorites. But am I gonna wear turquoise kicks every day? Not likely. Very unlikely actually. I think it'd look a bit crazy if I did. I'd be known as the guy that wears turquoise kicks everywhere. So that's like a shoe that I wear when it suits me. And I can afford to do that because obviously I've got loads of different pairs, so I can go through them whenever I want. But if you're getting new into sneakers and you want to get a collection, or you can only afford one pair every 6 months, I suggest getting a pair that is very wearable with the sort of clothes that you do wear. So get maybe a black pair, or white, or grey, or something like that that will go with everything. It will save you from having to like blatantly wear your same kicks every day and you're not be so obvious. Another thing to do is never, ever, ever buy into the hype. If you like a pair of trainers, get them, but don't just get trainers because you think everyone likes them and they're gonna rate you for getting them. Like for example, the Adidas NMDs. Is that? I think this one. If you go online, you can probably find me saying, I don't think these are dope at all, what is the big deal with these? And that's what I originally thought. I didn't like them at all. I saw them in various colorways and I was like, what's the big deal? Didn't like them. But then I saw this triple white colorway. I thought they looked dope. I bought them, tried them on. They are dope. So I'm happy that I got them. But I could have easily bought random ones when they first came out that I didn't actually like, just to fit in if everyone was getting. And I would have been like, oh, I don't really like these. But these ones I actually did like. So you can sort of get into the hype and actually end up liking stuff. But in general, don't just go out there and spend like £1,000 on some Yeezys just because everyone's wearing Yeezys and you like it. Like if you like Yeezys, then do what you gotta do to get them, but don't buy into the hype and just get some dead stuff. And then you end up sitting on your shelf and you're gonna be like, oh, what am I buying them for? Another tip for actually buying sneakers, it should seem obvious, but go to the shops themselves. Like actually go to sneaker shops. Because a lot of the times these days, everyone's online buying kicks. 95% of the stuff, no, even higher, 99 as I said before. Plenty of the time that I'm buying kicks, it is online. But in some shops you'll be surprised at the gems that can be found in there. I said it before in one of my Saucony videos for the, I think it was the Offspring collab. I was going online checking when they were coming out and I missed it by a day, like literally missed it by a day. So I go online, check in different places, see if they've got it, and couldn't find it online at all. Went on eBay, someone was selling them for £150 I think it was, and they were 110 retail. So I was thinking, oh, I don't really want to pay more, but it's only £40 more, I can pay that. So I was just about to go and pay for it. Before I did, I said, let me actually call up Offspring and see if they actually have it in stock. Called up Offspring, they were like, yeah, we got it in stock. I was like, okay, can you hold it for me? She's like, yeah, sure. Went down there, picked it up, paid 110, saved myself £40 just from going to the shop itself. And that happens a lot of the time because people are just assuming online. But these are random shops, Offspring in particular, they always have stuff that sold out everywhere. So definitely check out the shops itself. Don't think it's all doom and gloom. Don't rush into spending silly money online. Check that first, then do what you got to do after. And lastly, remember at the end of the day, they're just sneakers. I know I've spent a long time doing a sneaker video and I do sneaker videos, so it seems like I take sneakers seriously, but end of the day, it's just a pair of sneakers. So if you miss out on a pickup, don't cry about it. Like, you can either pay resale if you want to, or sell some kicks and get it if you want it that bad. But remember, next week there's going to be another pair of sneakers that you're probably going to like, or next month, and now you can save your money and get them. It's not a big deal. There's always another pair of sneakers coming out. Like, you miss out on a pair of Jordans, next week there's another pair of Jordans and you like them as well, and you totally forget about the ones that you missed out on. I used to stress out big time, like if I missed out on a pair of kicks, I'd be like,
hell man, bloody resellers got me again.
But next week another pair comes out, I get them, then I'm happy again. So don't worry about it too much. It's just goes in circles. Probably get resold again, probably come out again, released, and you get them again. So it's not a big deal. But anywho, that is me for my little tips and stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. Perfection 7 on everything. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's either hair or hair, one of the buttons. And I'm out. Later, y'all.